US said, we'll return your people, we'll return our people, we'll free up this much money. The day there are 5,000 or 50,000, they will not let the entire New York City celebrate Christmas. And you know what they're going to say? They're going to say it offends us. It's a mad regime in Iran. And I think shame on the United States for allowing the Iranians to get their own bomb. Jai Hind friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the CHANAKYA Dialogues English. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Friends, yesterday I had a lovely meeting with the Israeli ambassador to India and we sat down for more than an hour and we discussed so many things. So many things like, for example, the war that is happening and what is happening in the Red Sea, what are Israel's options in the future, what happens in a post-war Gaza. And the ambassador spoke quite knowledgeably about all the subjects. He was very patient, very kind, great host, and I had a ball of a time. I had a lovely time, and it was intellectually very stimulating. But what happened was after we left, 1.5, 2 hours later, there was a bomb explosion just outside the Israeli embassy. I think the Delhi police are treating it as a terror attack, but I'm not very sure right now because they said that they're looking at all the angles because the explosive, especially there was no residue. So they said this is probably chemical. Some chemicals have been used. It was wrapped in an Israeli flag and there was a threat letter full of abusive language. And, it was about Palestine and it spoke about how Israel is doing so much wrong in Palestine, blah, blah, and blah, and all these things. Now, you see, the letter spoke about all these things. And I think such people should be caught, arrested, and put behind bars forever. You can't do this sort of thing in India. It's absolutely not acceptable. And I'm sure the Delhi police, it's a very fine and professional police force, and I'm sure Delhi police is going to figure out who the culprits are and bring them to justice. I hope they do, ASAP. There's another news also which... So ladies and gentlemen, another news what happened was that more than 500 pro-Palestinian protesters gathered in New York. They were in New York City and they clashed with the police saying Christmas is cancelled here. All right. They did not allow Christians to celebrate Christmas in a Christian majority country. Just wrap your head around this. They did not allow people in that area. Now there were only 500 Palestinians there. The day there are 5,000 or 50,000, they will not let the entire New York City celebrate Christmas. And you know what they're going to say? They're going to say it offends us. It offends our religious beliefs and we will not allow you to celebrate. That is what they do everywhere, Palestinians, wherever they go. And it's not just against Christians. They've done it against Kuwait. Kuwait is a Muslim country. It's an Arab country. They did it in Kuwait against the Kuwaitis. They do it everywhere, wherever they go. Palestinians are bad news. So America was stupid enough to allow Palestinians. Had I been, anybody in the power structure of America, I would have said no to Palestinians. Not one Palestinian may enter. You can be a billionaire, you can be a millionaire, you can be anybody. It doesn't matter. You're a Palestinian, stay out. Long live the Intifada, then while you're shopping, bombs are dropping and no joy in genocide. And they went on a rampage and it turned to a fight. There was violence leading to scuffles outside St. Patrick's Cathedral. And New York Police Department moved to level 3 police mobilization to address the protest, which means semi-armored vehicles and, shields and riot police and all that. They came out in full force. So I think America must understand what it has gotten itself into here. America and even Europe, this must be publicized and they must understand what has happened here and how, wherever Palestinians go, they are always unhappy, they're always fighting, they're always the cause of grief, they're always the cause of sadness, they're always the cause of misery everywhere they go. Wherever they go, they take this sickness with them. I think the best thing for America is to move the Palestinians out of America as soon as possible, deport them back to Gaza, which they seem to love so much. All right. And the Defense Minister of India, Rajnath Singh, says that we'll find the merchant ships attackers even from the depths of the seas. You know that MV Chem Pluto was attacked by a drone which originated in Iran. In all probability, the Indian Navy has confirmed that it was a drone attack. The Pentagon says it was a drone attack. Everybody has confirmed it. And Rajnath Singh ji says that the government has taken attacks at sea very seriously and has increased surveillance. We will find those who carried out this attack even from under the sea and take strict action against them. Okay. And there were 20 Indian and some Vietnamese crew on board. And MV Chem Pluto has reached Mumbai port under Indian Coast Guard protection. So, ladies and gentlemen, essentially, it was attacked in Indian waters, which is why India is taking it so seriously. And India has also sent 3 warships to that area. It has sent drones, surveillance aircraft, the whole naval thing, this projection of naval power. And I don't think the day is far we'll have to send submarines or at least one aircraft carrier. I think it's a must, just to show Indian muscle there. It's very important. Now, in another news, the Nepali Foreign Minister Narayan Prasad Saud, he has said that about 100 Nepalese are missing or injured in Russian army during the Ukrainian conflict. Estimated 200 Nepalese in the Russian army. Exact number is unclear. Nepal raised concerns with Russia. 7 Nepalese reported killed. Mandatory no objection certificate for travel to Russia from specified countries. Efforts to secure release of Nepalese and Ukrainian captivity in contact with the Ukrainian government. Request to Red Cross for immediate release of 4 Nepalese. Now, there is one Nepalese student, Bipin Joshi, held hostage by Hamas since 7th October attacks. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is very serious. Ever since India said that they're going to have Agniveer, and so we made the same rules for Indians as well as Nepalese. Yeah, it's not like the Indians get to serve for whatever period of time and the Nepalese don't. It's common law for both. But the Nepalese, they decided to give their services to Russia, and now the Nepalese government is shouting and jumping and saying, send back our citizens. Very, very unfortunate. I hope those soldiers come back safely. They're fighting for the Russians. They're missing. Over 100 of them are missing. And extremely sad here. They're missing or injured. They're nowhere to be found. And another news is Iran undergoes slowdown in enrichment of uranium to near weapons grade. So Iran has reversed a months-long slowdown. So Iran had slowed down enrichment of uranium because of foreign pressure, because of various deals and all that. Iran has wrapped that back. It's going ahead full steam. And it has managed to enrich uranium up to 60% purity, close to weapons grade. And diplomats believe that the slowdown was tied to a secret US-Iran talks leading to the release of US citizens. Production rate now approximately 9 kg per month compared to 3 kg during the slowdown. So 3 times, 300%, the output has increased. Enrichment activities at Natanz and Fordo, close to weapon grade levels. Iran already has enough uranium enriched 60% for 3 nuclear bombs. As per International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA verifies increased production rates in Natanz and Fordo. A reversal officially reported to members. Now, so today as we speak, I just gave you a brief rundown and then we'll discuss it. Let's discuss it for a few minutes. So there was this deal between the US and Iran, in which US said, we'll return your people, you return our people, we'll free up this much money. And then, you guys, Iranians, you need to slow down your weapons enrichment, uranium enrichment plans. And the Iranians did slow it down. But with this new thing happening all around Israel and Hamas, what the Iranians have done is, again, put it back on track, and the processing speed is 3 times of what it was during the slowdown. 3 times. And ladies and gentlemen, what is happening is that they have, or they will soon have, enough uranium to make 3 bombs. I'm sure Iran will test a bomb just to tell the world, because it's already under, Iran is already sanctioned very badly. How more can you sanction Iran? And Iran has been under various shades of sanctions since 1979. So Iran has been sanctioned for such a long time. Now what else are you going to do to Iran? Iran will have 3 nuclear weapons soon. Iran will find the means, a delivery system. And then Iran will threaten every country in the world. It's a mad regime in Iran. And I think shame on the United States for allowing the Iranians to get their own bomb. Here is a country that kills girls for not wearing the hijab. They kill little girls for not wearing hijab. Girls as young as 14 and 16 are beaten severely, some to the point of death. And here is a country that wants to get nuclear weapons for what? For what? It is for Israel. And Israel has been telling the world that Iran is close to getting nuclear weapons, but America again dilly-dallying, saying that this and that, and don't worry, let's talk to them. There is no deal with Iran. There is no deal with those mad mullahs in Tehran. There is no deal with them. There can be no deal with them. The idea is that you finish them off. You bomb their nuclear facilities. You just wipe that thing out. Otherwise, it's going to be a huge problem. It's going to be a massive problem for the rest of the world. And this area, this part of the world is going to get unsettled. All ideological regimes are like this. Iran is an ideological regime. Their central belief, their central system is jihad. It's holy war against infidels. And I don't know against whom this nuclear weapon will be used, if at all, by Iran. The world needs to be very, very careful with what Iran is doing. And ladies and gentlemen, the last news of the day is about ULFA. ULFA has decided to join the mainstream, and this is a welcome step. ULFA joins the mainstream, and this is a three-way agreement between the centre, ULFA, and the state of Assam. And here are some details. We have leaders like Anup Chetia, Sasadhar Chaudhary, and Arvind Rajkhova who are involved. On 29th of December, it will be attended by all these leaders. The leaders are in Delhi, I believe, and this signing ceremony is going to be attended by Amit Shah, Hemant Biswa Sarma, and other leaders. And mediators include Tapan Deka and A.K. Mishra from the government side. Accord to address political, economic and social issues in Assam, providing cultural safeguards and land rights. ULFA formed in the late 70s, banned in 1990 for subversive activities. Now there is Paresh Barua, one of the top leaders of the ULFA. He is obviously not part of this, but his co-founders, if I can say, I think Anup Chetia, if I remember correctly, and Arvind Rajkhova, these people are co-founders along with Paresh Barua. They were in that senior most level. Now they have said no more violence, no more fights. And where is Paresh Barua right now? Paresh Barua is said to be on the Myanmar-China border, someplace he's hiding, and so he's there. And he takes Chinese money, he plots and plans against India. But the rest of the team has deserted him now. You know, there is no team, there is only one captain. The rest of the 11 have left, and they said, we are going to India. So they're in New Delhi right now. As I speak, I'm informed that they're in New Delhi, and on 29th, they will sign this agreement. And, then everything is going to be okay, and Assam is really picking up. Assam is doing very well. Assam is growing by leaps and bounds, and all it requires is an additional measure of peace. And the Assamese people, brilliant, talented, patriotic, they're good enough to take this state forward to extreme heights. I have no doubt of that. I've been to Assam many times. And I'm absolutely in love with that place, and I think the people are lovely, and I think it's going to be all good once this accord gets signed. Ladies and gentlemen, before I sign off, I have a request. We aren't getting questions. Please send us questions, because this is the way we'd like to interact with you. There are many times in Hindi we have a lot of questions. In English we don't have questions or so many questions. Please send your questions and I'll be happy to answer all your questions. So thank you for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.